My name is Micah Preite. Here we go. You said you smiled too hard, taking me over the heart, the dip in your chest right between a room with a view that carried an impression of your body. Of your body. They say when Okay, this one's called Doing Her Thing. The things I do to get closer to you. My sneakers stop squeaking. today. I know my neighbor's names. Shit, one more time. 2 weeks later, I'm half asleep in the sun, saying how much fun it is to be around you. You take me where it's easy to be as beautiful as you. But honey and tea is not helping me. Up in the sky, somehow days go on by as the woodplay intenses between you and I. It's been easy to forget what you mean. You take me to the fewer things that you do that love me too. around to confuse. Okay. Always this way. I knew I was good, or at least I knew could be to you. I fear my skin. It looks back at me and says, baby, show you if you want to see a sense of place in this chair. I hope to see that every little part of me wants to scream a sense of place here with you, a sense of place here with you. It's taken me years to say I fear every little part of me that wants to scream these things, but the joy of not making a sound. Always this way. I knew I was good, or at least I knew could be to you. I fear my skin. It looks back at me and says, baby, show you if you want to see a sense of place here with you, a sense of place here tightness in my chest when it's here with me, buried in my voice. Tailored to a body I no longer have. Drive us home through the rain, 'cause it's gorgeous up here. Unafraid to feel it carved into the weakest part of your body. I tried to understand why that summer I got very thin. fully. On the full line across the kids, trust in us. You make a smile out of me till I can breathe again. The handoff, feeling deeply flawed, pouring out of the apartment above. When you speak softly to me, I think I'm moving there. Right inside the head, like a sound I never could quit. These thoughts come to nothing, just
So, Micah, first of all, thank you for coming in to
No, of course.
KXLU.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So for anyone that's listening that might not know your music or know who you are, do you care to give a brief introduction?
Yeah,
And maybe how old you are?
I'm 27 from Pasadena, California. My name is Micah Preite. I've been started putting out music in like 2021 under my own name, which is before that I was doing more instrumental music. But yeah, now I've been into writing songs and producing and recording. Yeah, so that's been kind of the main thing.
And then in 2021, were you already singing on your songs at that point, or was it still okay? So that was kind of
Those were the first songs ever. Yeah, singing and writing, because that came a lot later, like singing and writing songs. But that was like a very much pandemic. I was graduated college, and then I was just at my dad's in the garage, and that's when I started writing songs. Yeah,
kind of a good way of forcing yourself to do it when you're stuck inside.
There was nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I started playing guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no one else to play with, so I was just like, I'm just gonna record. And
yeah. Do you tend to prefer being more of a solo act usually on stage?
Well, it's easier with rehearsals.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's easier to find, I don't know. I love both. I for a long time I played with a lot of musicians and bands, and once I had like a 5-piece band, which was really sick with flute and but with the touring and stuff, it's a little easier when it's just one person. It's just economically and stuff.
Totally. And after you graduated, because you are a CalArts alum, how did you find that transition to be kind of out of college and out of, I guess, the more structured learning music and kind of turning it into more of a passion project?
Well, it didn't feel... It was the same energy I'd put into it at school. I was always super into practicing and working on things. So I think I just took that energy of like wanting to become better at jazz stuff into songwriting. So I was like, I practiced songwriting like I would practice jazz. Like I used to practice all the time. So it became that kind of same energy, but now just towards songwriting and recording.
Yeah. And most of your stuff, for everyone listening, or at least some of it, is on streaming platforms. And then there's like a few hidden treats on Bandcamp and SoundCloud, right?
Yeah.
And then you can always take a look at his Instagram. He's got some really cool stuff on there.
Yeah.
Covers. Cool. What do you find yourself most excited about musically currently, both in regards to your own projects and just what you've been hearing out in the world right now?
For my own projects, what I find, well, my favorite thing is just like writing a new song. That's the best feeling. Yeah. I think that's why we all do it. It's like, it's the best, high or whatever. It's like when you solve something, it's like, holy cow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Things currently, like musically, like different bands and stuff. Well, I definitely get the most inspired by my friends. That's probably just because I could talk to them and be like, how'd you make that? That's so cool.
Yeah.
What was that sound? So my friend Cole Brosas, he's awesome. And my friend Elias, we were good friends that we play a lot of music together. They're very inspiring to me. My friend Olivia Operelli is her artist name, is really amazing.
And who have you been, you said you've been doing a little bit more producing nowadays. One question would be, who have you been producing? But then also, do you feel that's kind of changed how you've approached song making since you've started doing more producing?
For my own stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I was doing more producing last year. I did the project or 2 singles for this artist, Kate Davies.
Okay.
Who I was a big fan of. She's amazing. That was really cool. We just did it through actually email, which was kind of trippy.
Oh, that is kind of trippy.
Yeah, she
just back and forth.
She just sent me like a cappella vocal, and I built everything else around it. And then I also do a lot of like session guitar playing stuff for people and stuff. That's fun too.
Yeah. Mostly LA based, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or LA, and sometimes I just was in San Francisco, working on this guy Jack Conte's new record.
Okay. Yeah.
which was kind of trippy. It was cool. It was the first time I ever got flown out to someone
Very
to do
cool.
a record, but I was doing that, and then I was working with Dora Jar, and then this artist Ella, yeah, just random
All
stuff.
sorts of people.
Yeah. randomly.
And who are some of your maybe more well-known influences, like people that you are constantly listening to and drawing from? Like, I guess the bigger artists, like the greats. Or who are your greats?
My greats? Well, it's always changing. When I first would get onto music, I loved guitar. It's like I had a poster of Jimi Hendrix in my room.
Yeah.
I was super like classic rock.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, all that kind of music, AC/DC.
Because now it's almost more of a jazz influence that seems to come through in your stuff.
Yeah, that's right around middle school I started getting into. I watched this actually documentary. It was called Chasing Sound about Les Paul.
Okay.
Because I really liked the guitar which he designed, but then I learned that he's also the guy who invented multi-track recording.
Yeah.
And also is an amazing guitar player himself, and had a TV show with his wife Mary Ford. So that I love that, and that was the first time I ever saw. There's a clip of Django Reinhardt, like
on his show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of him hanging with Django. So that got me down that rabbit hole, and then I got into Wes Montgomery, which was jazz. I feel like with guitar, it's either you can kind of go two paths. Like if you want to become more of a technical player, and it's like you're either like jazz or you go more like shred, like 80s shred.
Yeah.
And I just didn't relate to it as much, and as like the shred stuff. I wish I could kind of play like that, but I found like Wes Montgomery was like, that's the coolest dude. I wish I was like that, and that was kind of like what got me into jazz.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here, let me take a look at my list. I don't know. What is next for Micah? We're at like kind of the end of the year now. You were just in San Francisco. You've been producing. You've been kind of putting some stuff out here and there. We were talking about your cover of that Sunday's track. What else do you have on the horizon?
Well, I've been trying to finish this record for like a year and a half, and yeah, that's been the main thing. And so I've kind of said no to a lot of things and just been like, and just working all as much as I can on that, and that's been kind of the main focus. But just an occasional session guitar stuff, and being around LA. I've been working at my friend's studio in Echo Park and learning how to use a lot of old like machines and stuff, and just having access to like a nice old console and tape machines and stuff like that. So
Kind of getting
like,
into the gear end of things.
Yeah. It's the first time like I've like had access to really nice equipment, and because all the records for my own, I had like one little $200 mic my dad got at Guitar Center like 20 years ago, and so now like having like a nice Neumann mic is such a treat.
Yeah.
So
Arjun's gonna love that.
yeah.
What advice would you give a younger Micah, if you could, or just any younger musicians kind of getting into creating their own songs and songwriting in general?
Practice.
Practice.
No,
for
I'm
sure.
just kidding. No. Well, if you're gonna, I always people would say that practice, but it could be very misguided too. I think always remember to think about you're making music, not playing an instrument. I know it sounds kind of weird, but like I always felt like sometimes I would practice more than listening to music, and so I think really. Because I remember when I first got into music and to guitar, it's not because of the guitar, it was because of the music. And that's always what got me. So I had a long, not crisis, but a feeling of that during the pandemic where I just I always used to practice so much more than I would listen to music. But I was like, oh wait, I didn't get into music because of guitar, I got into music because of music.
Yeah.
So just listening to a lot of different kinds of music, I think is super important. And
I was going to say, when you tend to play now, do you, because you have such an extensive training on guitar now, do you find yourself kind of pushing away from more of the technical stuff and leaning back more towards your ear in terms of songwriting problems and just playing in general?
Well, no, I don't really think of them differently. I've never written a song from like a technical point, or like I'm
Yeah.
like, I feel like learning technique, or that's something on your instrument, but like I spent a lot of time learning songs of like older like jazz and classical music, where it's like it's almost like having like a Rolodex of like, oh, how did this person get from this chord to this chord, and like, oh, they can add another chord, or like it's more like that. I like to think of it. It's like a Rolodex of different people have done different things in the same situation. Like, oh, this is how Charles I would do this thing, or like this is Thelonious Monk would add like this weird passing chord, or just more like it sounds. You know, it's like it's like learning a new voicing or something. It's getting a new guitar pedal. You know, it's just the sound
and how can it serve the
it's just
whatever you're creating?
Inspiring, you know, and then it's like, you know, I think I was thinking of them as sounds versus like rules or anything. You know, it's just like it's you know, they're all really unique to you, and you create your own emotion and feeling and how they feel. You can't really learn that in music school because it's all unique to us and changing every day. But you're like, oh, this minor 6th chord makes me feel this way today. But yeah.
Amazing. And I realized I didn't even hit on this. How long have you been playing guitar now? Because you started releasing stuff in 21, but
when I first played guitar, I was like 6.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, 6 or 7.
So it's been 21 years basically.
Yeah.
Wow. It's amazing.
But like, you know, like when I was 6,
it's not dedicated practice at 6. Yeah.
But I did get really into it around like 9, 10. That's when I went to like a 4th grade. I there was one summer I remember I went to a new school, so maybe I didn't know as many people, and I was just like home, and I it's been like 6 months, and I played every day. Just like I love that I could like lock myself in my room and just kill 5 hours, and I remember getting really good in like 6 months, and that was super encouraging. Yeah, and that's what and kind of kept me going. Or whatnot.
And you're also a bit of an multi-instrumentalist, to name a few, but I'd love to hear what else. You play a little bit of piano, you play a little bit of clarinet, you play... Well, I play all
mandocello
now.
A little bit. Well, I can make something happen, you know. Well, that's what I love recording. I play all the instruments on my records.
Yeah.
But, very good at editing, so I could trick you into thinking I could play clarinet. But I can get like, it's funny, I can Google like how to play an F sharp, and then I'll like, okay, boom, got it, record, and then
how did I play that again?
Yeah, I would have been like now a D flat, boom, record, okay, pause, C, okay, and then I'll chop it together, and then I'm like, oh damn, I'm pretty good. But
do you because when you're playing acoustically, it's just you, your guitar, your pedals, you go for it. But I'm probably going to play a few of your tracks when I air this. Your stuff that's on streaming platforms is definitely more produced. It's got more layers to it. It's got kind of some more rhythmic elements to it. Is that something kind of fun for you to keep separate, like the kind of purity of an acoustic set versus the like finished studio recording? Or is it something you've ever tried to like integrate into some shows?
Well, that's what I'm hoping to do more in the future. Yeah. Well, like when I first started out, I had the band and all that. You know, it's hard to do just solo, you know. I could just, you know,
it's like a few loop pedals and other things and just hope for the best.
I do feel like though with a lot of my recordings, it is about a solo performance with an accompaniment. It's kind of how I think about it. Like all the songs are usually one microphone without a click track, and I will just no headphones and just me and a guitar. Yeah. And then I'll build it around that. So that's like a performance. That seems to be the best for me, since it kind of like centers the emotional quality of the song. Yeah. If there's like a solo performance of it. But then there could be a lot of layers. Like one track, there was 1,000 tracks. Like
wow, really?
Yeah.
Which track was that?
These are the new ones I've been working on.
But so I won't spoil anything.
There's this one called Eating Together. Okay. It's on the album.
And it's got 1,000 tracks?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, I'm building them very not right. Well, it's just like, it's a lot of little pieces. Yeah. And so it's not 1,000 at once, but I literally did on Ableton. I sent a picture to my friend, and it's it was a 30 gigabyte session.
Insane. How long is the song, if I may ask?
Not long. It was
Okay.
like 2.5 minutes.
So just adding all those elements layer by layer.
A lot of bad ideas too. So that I didn't delete.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
And do you produce mainly in Ableton? I've seen like a few of those like Instagrams where you're like on GarageBand kind of messing around.
Yeah. Well, my friend gave me like a cracked version of it.
Okay.
And then I bought it. It, so it's all good now. But my friend gave me it to me, and then I had that for a long time, and then I finally bought it. But yeah, I also have Logic and use Pro Tools once or twice. Yeah.
Do you have a preferred one? Like
just because of
Ableton?
Yeah, Ableton seems to be the easiest for me. But they're all cool.
Yeah.
You know.
I know there's a lot of debate over which one's the right one sometimes, but
I guess it's just the one you know the best. But Logic has cool sounds in them with the synths, and I like the Mellotron.
Yeah.
But Ableton's cool. What you can do with like audio manipulating and making beats and stuff.
Is there any, like for some of the newer stuff, you said you wanted to kind of bring other elements into maybe future live performances. Is that something you might want to try using a DAW for, like kind of having that on the side to bring some of those tracks in live? Or is it something you might want to just build out with like maybe another accompaniment or something like that?
I don't know. For me, I've always been kind of really against having tracks.
Yeah.
Just because my background is playing jazz and classical music, where it's like I love having push and pull.
Yeah.
But I see some bands do it, and it's amazing. Like I saw Chanel Beats, and they're like amazing with doing it. But I don't know if I'm doing it. I feel like I would just be doing karaoke, and it feels like I wouldn't be able to connect.
Yeah.
And what if I got off? Or
Yeah.
But there's something there for sure. You know, I'm seeing more and more bands like, you know, inspired like the Dijon kind of setup with it's like a tabletop and all that, like more people doing that, and like that's pretty inspiring. Kind of new. You're like, oh, maybe we don't need just drums and bass and you know traditional rock band setup to make it happen.
I've only got like 2 more questions, but what was most surprising about, or which track kind of surprised you the most with how it was received when you put them out there kind of into the internet, onto socials, onto streaming? Were there any tracks that you were like, yeah, I like this one, but then maybe it's not your personal favorite, but then was received really well?
I felt very fortunate. All of them. I didn't really expect anything, and I remember when I first uploaded music, I didn't even post it on Instagram. Yeah, I was too embarrassed, you know. And it's just kind of like a slow, but like just gradual, more and more people listening, and then I had a couple of tracks that did well, and it's cool having people just kind of find it. And but
so it kind of grew from that naturally. Like people wanted to hear it, so it was like let's put it out then.
Yeah, it was just literally me on DistroKid, and just people heard it, and there's nothing I did, and I was just lucky. Yeah, I feel like all the songs, most of them, some of them, one of the most popular song I made like in 2 hours, and that just it was like the B-side or whatever. So it's like you never know, but definitely feel
absolutely. Well, you're an amazing player.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be hard on yourself at all. It's it's clearly really amazing music.
Oh, thanks.
I don't want to take up too much more of your time, so I think we'll end off on asking you what you have coming up, if you have any shows coming up that you would like to shout out to the world, or any other ways that people listening can support you.
What do I got? I don't have too many more gigs. There's gonna be a tour in the spring. But right now,
more local or kind of.
No, that'll be more on the West Coast.
Okay.
I don't think there'll be an LA show for that one, but that'll be up in like Portland and Seattle and more of that kind of West. But I'll make an LA show happen. But that's gonna happen. I'll make sure to announce that with the band.
And an album somewhere on the horizon.
The album is the main thing. Yeah, get through the holidays, finish mixing. Yeah, removing mouth clicks.
I mean, this is break time right now for music. I feel like it's always so difficult to find shows or just even new releases in December because it's so like, I think everyone's just ready to get into the next year and relax until that point.
Yeah, I think so. There's a couple good. Some people release stuff.
Yeah.
Remember that Cameron Winters was last year. That was cool.
Kali did a solo acoustic like Christmas album.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Which was pretty neat.
Yeah.
So every time
Such good
you get
people.
surprises, but yeah. Well, thank you again so much for coming in. It was really awesome having you. And for those of you that are listening, Micah was playing on guitars that he's never played on before, so it was a bit of a trial run.
I forgot my guitar. That's never happened. But it's because I brought my fancy amp because my other amp went down, and I was like, oh, I gotta make sure I played it in the car right, and then I had it all loaded up. Yeah.
Well, to speak to your humbleness, you were being very humble about your playing today, but you're an amazing player.
Oh, thank you.
Next question, final question. What shirt size are you?
Medium.
Okay, medium.
Yeah.
I have a gift for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. I've been doing like little bits of merch for the show, so here's some stickers.
Oh, beautiful.
Cosmic Catalyst stickers.
Oh, I love it.
You're gonna get one of the first shirts I've ever done, so it's a little screen printed one.
Oh,
Yeah.
So cute. I love it.
So that's for you as a memento of KXLU.
Thank you.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're gonna tear down, and thank you everyone so much for listening. And again, thanks so much for coming in, Micah.
Of course. Thank you.
Yep. Cool.